Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy. So in this video, I'm going to talk about three sets of logical reasoning. I can say must solve sets from LRDI of CAT 2019. These are the actual questions from last year's paper. So those who are watching me for the first time, let me quickly introduce myself, guys. My name is Shyam Jagrut. I have been training the student for last 8 years for CAT and other MBA entrance exams. I have trained more than 7,000 students for all these MBA entrance exams like CAT, SNAP, CT, MAT and all. Okay. So I do train the students for quantitative ability, logical reasoning, as well as on data interpretation. So in this video, I'm going to teach you three sets of logical reasoning, which are highly logical and really important sets if you are going to write CAT in November this year 2020. So I'll definitely recommend you should solve these questions. This is the part 6 of our series of the session of solution to CAT 2019. So I have completed slot 1 and these are the questions from slot 2. We are on the verge to complete the slot 2 by today itself only. So this is the part 6 and we'll have one part lined up on this series of videos. Part 7 that will be streamed on YouTube today at 10 p.m. So I'll be live there every day on YouTube. I'll be live at 10 p.m. to 11 and we'll be solving the questions LRDI sets of previous year CAT papers like we completed slot 1 and slot 2 for 2019. So guys, agenda for today's session: the three sets of logical reasoning from CAT 2019, the must solve one, and these are amazingly beautiful questions. I can say really helpful to build the logical approach and really important questions. Okay, so let's start, guys. Before we start, let me quickly tell you, you can join us on our YouTube channel. Unacademy CAT4MBA is our new channel for CAT, and we do have one Telegram channel, that is CAT4MBA. So join us on that. On Telegram group, you'll get all these PDF material for all the sessions that we conduct on YouTube as well as on Unacademy platform. So we do have we do conduct our team of trainer. We do have a team of trainer who conducts live session daily throughout the day on YouTube, as well as we conduct the sessions on Unacademy platform. So anybody who are willing to attain the Unacademy sessions on Unacademy platform, they can just go to Play Store, download the Unacademy learning app, and you're there. The special sessions are completely free of cost. You can directly interact with the top educators of India. Here are few amazing paid subscription of Unacademy plus subscription, you can say, where you'll get the mock test and access to the each and every lecture of the top educators from India, as well as you'll be interact with them, interact with me, my team. So I'll definitely recommend all of you to go for 1 year subscription, those who are planning to write CAT, SNAP, CT, MAT and all these exams. So because CET will be in March, and I hope it will be in March, or can be delayed also. So those who are prepared, those who are going to write MBA entrance exam this year, I'll recommend 1 year subscription. And those who are going to write CAT 2021 or the next year MBA entrance exams, they can go for the 2 year subscription. It is close to 19,000. You can use my code SHYAM1, it is SHYAM and numeral 1 to get the 10% discount. So guys, let's begin. Let's quickly start. So there is the first set of logical reasoning. We are going to say complete three sets in next 1 hour, close to 1 or 1 to 1.5 hour. Okay, so let me quickly get you through this sets. This is the easiest set you will have in CAT, in exams like CAT. So definitely you should attempt these sets. Okay, the first one is easy, the second one is moderate, and third one is a second one you can say it's not moderate, it's moderate to tough, and the third one is also moderate to tough. So this one is the easy for the today's session. So I hope so those who are watching this video, you can just quickly pause it and try it at your own, and after that go through the explanation. Don't just look at me solving the puzzle, because that is not going to help you. So every time I tell my students, whenever I conduct the live session or I do recordings, I'll always recommend the students to Go through the puzzle first at your own, understand the information, then take the hints from my explanation and then go through it. Okay, but first thing, you need to try it at your own. Otherwise you just be looking at me solving the LRDI questions. That is not going to help you at all. That won't build your approach to solve. So the thing is, you need to try try it at first, try to connect some clue. Doesn't matter तुम्हें नहीं आता है, solve हो जाता है, well and good. नहीं solve होता है तो भी कोई problem नहीं है, because this is how you learn logical reasoning. Once you get wrong, you try other possibility, you again get wrong, then you try all the wrong possibilities, and then you come to the conclusion that this is the right possibility. And this is how you build the approach. So that's the way to learn. It is not like this is the question and I'll tell you yes, this is the right possibility, this is the possibility which suits all the conditions given over there. You don't have any clue ki kaise aaya, kya hua. So that's not the way to learn. So don't just look at me solving for you. Always try the questions at your own. And then if you don't manage, and if you have managed, then go through my steps, my solutions. If it is lengthy or short, compare these two solutions. Or if you are not able to manage, then after giving your 100%, then you are not able to solve, then you can go through the explanation so that you'll understand what should be you have done. Okay, so you can understand what were the mistakes you have committed while solving that puzzle, what was the wrong, what was the right thing to do. So that's how you can compare the things and build your logical approach. So that's the way to learn logical reasoning. So chalo guys, let's quickly start. Three doctors, Dr. Bain, Dr. Kane, Dr. Wayne, visits a particular clinic Monday to Saturday to see the patients. Okay, so Dr. Bain sees each patient for 10 minutes and he charges rupees 100. Dr. Kane sees each patient for rupees 15 minutes and he charges rupees 200, while Dr. Wayne sees each patient for 25 minutes and he charges 300 for that. Okay, so the clinic has 3 rooms, 1, 2, 3, which are assigned to the 3 doctors as per the table given. So this is the table given. So on Monday, Tuesday, room 1 will be allotted to 1, 2, 3 will be allotted to Bain, Kane and Wayne respectively. On Wednesday and Thursday they'll change the sequence to Wayne, Bain and Kane, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and on Friday and Saturday they'll again change the sequence to 1, 2, 3 as Kane, Wayne and Bain. Okay, so the clinic is open from 9 to 11:30. So 9 to 11:30, it's 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours we'll calculate in minutes, so that will be convenient because all the other values are in minutes. So 2.5 hours, that comes out to be 150 minutes. Right, so the clinic is open for 150 minutes. Right. The next thing, on arrival of each patient is handed a number token indicating their position in the queue, in the starting with the token number 1 every day. So they start with 1, and depending on the number of patients they'll hand over the tokens like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So as soon as the doctor becomes free, the next patient is in the queue enters that empty room for consultation. Okay, so जैसे ही रूम खाली है तो next patient को enter किया जाएगा. The next thing is, if at any time more than one room is free. So now this is important. If at any point of time more than one room is free, जैसे 2 रूम है और मैं जाता हूँ और मेरा टोकन नंबर है 1, मतलब मैं सबसे पहला पेशेंट हूँ और 2 रूम वैकेंट है 1, 2, मुझे क्या मिला 1. So I'll go to the room 1, even if it's 2 and 3 are vacant and my token number is 1. Sorry, my token number must be greater than 1 then, if 1 is already occupied. So my token number, let's say 2, so I'll go to 2. So this is how it is. So more than one room is free, then the waiting patient enters the room with the smallest number. That means now if it is my turn to enter the room and I have 1 and 3 vacant, so which is the smallest number 1. So I'll enter the room 1. That's what it is given, and it is also explained with the example. For example, if the next 2 patients are 7 and 8, so पहले कौन जाएगा 7 and उसके बाद चांस मिलेगा 8 को, and the room vacants are 1 and 3. So of course 1 and 3 दो choice रहेंगे, 7 के पास 7 can enter 1 or 3, but which is the least, which is the smallest 1. So 7 will enter 1, and then 8 will have only one choice, he'll enter 3. So that's how it is. Okay, and here's the table given. Remember, okay, need not remember, I'll show it again, no issue. So what is the maximum number of patients that the clinic can cater on any single day? It's simple logic. We do have 150 minutes with us, and one doctor takes 10 minutes for each patient, so he can cater to 15 patients. 150 divided by second doctor takes 15 minutes each, so he can cater to 10 patients, and 150 divided by 25, third doctor can cater to 6 patients. So in total, in a single day, all these three doctors can cater to total of 31 patients. So that's the simplest question and easiest question you will ever had in CAT. Right? It's very simple and straightforward question. You should not miss on it. The next one, the queue is never empty on one particular day. That means complete 31 patients को उन्होंने किया होगा, and max to max. अगर queue empty ही नहीं है तो सारे डॉक्टर्स जितने भी मैक्सिमम कैटर कर सकते हैं, मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ पेशेंट्स कैटर कर सकते हैं, उतने पेशेंट्स कैटर हुए होंगे उस दिन. ओके, so which of the following, which of the 3 doctors would have earned the maximum amount of the consultation? Now listen, the doctor who is consulting 15 patients just take 10 minutes and he charges 100 rupees for that. So his Bain, Kane and Bain, that was the sequence. So Bain must have earned 15 into 100, 1500. Kane and Bain, Kane can cater 10 patients with 200 rupees each, so that is 2000, and Bain caters just 6 patients. It was 15 patients for 100 rupees, that was 1500. So hopefully remember this value: 15 patients, 10 patients and 6 patients. There were total 31 patients the doctors can cater maximum in a day. So 6 into 300 comes out to be 1800. So which is the highest amount? This one is the highest amount. So Dr. Kane is the highest, right? Kane charges 200. Hopefully you understood the part, right? Next thing, to a very simple question. Okay, Mr. Singh visited, so this is quite interesting, and it's means this is the question where it can go wrong actually if you don't do it carefully. Otherwise it's just a question of just 10, it will just take 10 seconds to answer this question. Okay, Mr. Singh visited the clinic on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So we know Monday, Tuesday is same room 1, 2, 3, depends कौन से room पे क्या allot हुआ है. Okay, so it was Bain, Kane and Wen on Wednesday and Friday. If you look at this, it is Bain, K, WBK and KWB. Okay, that's the similar pattern. Okay, now you can say इसका टोकन नंबर है 13, मतलब इसके पहले 12 पेशेंट्स आने वाले, जैसे भी हो जाए. डो नॉट कैलकुलेट ऑल द टाइम उसको कब मिलेगा. हमें ये पूछा ही नहीं है उसको कब, उसको कितना टाइम लगेगा. आई मीन we are just supposed to find on which day he on which day was he at the clinic for the maximum duration. Now listen, To check any three patients, Dr. Bain take 10 minutes. Any of one patient, so he takes 15 minutes, and Bain takes 25 minutes. Right. So for any to check these 12 patients which are ahead of this, it will require the same time on any particular given day. That sequence doesn't matter, right? So his token number is 13. On which day he'll enter the room in which Dr. Wayne will treat him, because Dr. Wayne takes 25 minutes to treat, right? So that must be Wednesday. It'll take the maximum time, right? Hopefully you understood this part. Okay, now that's the simple guess you can do, otherwise you would have solved it. Okay, so patient number 1, 2, 3 will go in this, then patient number 4 will go to this one, 5 will go to this one, right? Out of 6 and 7, 6 will go to this, 7 will go here. By the end of 25 minutes, they'll finish with the 25 patients. Sorry, they'll finish with the 7 patients. And even he'll start, just a minute. On Monday, if you look at Monday, Bain can win. So he'll take 1, 2, and 3, right? After that, after 10 minutes, this room is vacant. So 4 will go here. After 15 minutes, this room will vacant. 5 will go here. After 20 minutes, this will room again vacant. So 6 will go here, right? Then after 20 minutes done, so after 25 minutes this will room get vacant, this 3 will be free, so here it will be 7, the 7th patient will go here. Now after this, at 9:30, 8th patient will go to him, Bain. Then 9:30 done, just a minute, I'll just tell you with the doctors, that will be more easy to explain and you to understand as well. Answer should be Wednesday, that is for sure. I'll try to explain in other way. So Bain, Kane and Wayne, we do have these 3 doctors. Okay, so Bain takes 10 minutes, Kane takes 15 minutes, and Wayne takes 25 minutes. So we have 13 patients. Let's talk about the 13 patients. Okay, so every day he goes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We don't know the sequence, but anyways, on any particular day, if somebody goes and 12 patients are ahead of him, so for sure 3 patients will occupy, first 3 patients will occupy these places somewhere. So we don't know the number कौन किसके पास जाएगा, but for sure 1, 2, 3, like this sequence. Okay, so they'll start at 9. Okay, and let's take a common point. After 50 minutes, you would have consulted 2 patients. The Dr. Bain must have consulted 5 patients in a row, right? This 2 must have consulted, sorry, 15. This must have consulted 3 patients in a row. 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2, 10 पेशेंट हो रहे हैं, 50 मिनट्स में तो उसका नंबर नहीं आएगा. ओके, so what I'll do, I'll take some other number which is multiple of 15. That will be easy. Let's take a gap of 60 minutes. Okay, so in 60 minutes this Dr. Bain will consult 6 patients, consult 4 patients, so 6 plus 4 comes 10, and this doctor will consult 2 patients, right? And he'll be free idle for 10 minutes, so definitely Dr. Wayne के पास वो जाएगा. So we need to get the day when he'll go to the Dr. W. That's W is the first, right? Is in room 1, so definitely that is least number. So answer is Wednesday. The next one is important again. So these two are slightly tricky, but not that tough to manage. All these are doable. Okay, on the slow Thursday, only 2 patients are waiting at 9 a.m. After that 2 patients keeps on arriving every 15 minutes, so 9:15. Okay, so 2 patients on Thursday. So Thursday the sequence goes like this: room number 1, 2, 3, it is WBK. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 25 minutes. Okay, so at 9 a.m. there are 2 patients. They'll definitely go to 1 and 2. Okay, exactly, this will continue till 9:25, but this room will get vacant 9:10, and at 9:15 there will be two more patients joining, that is 3 and 4. So definitely these two B and K will start catering 3 and 4. So the none of them, all these 3, look at the question, the total duration on minutes when all 3 doctors are simultaneously free. There is no one is going to be simultaneously free, right? Because at least one of them will be consulting someone. So the answer is 0. Just looking at this first pattern, you can if you want to go ahead, you can just check for the next half an hour. So definitely get, there is no such case when all the 3 doctors are either, or you can say simultaneously free. So the answer is 0 for this. Okay, let's quickly start with the next one. This is I'll say this one is quite tricky. Okay, so this is the question related to pouch. There are 3 pouch, each represented by the filled circles, are kept in each of the 9 slots of 3x3 grid. Okay, so as shown in the figure, so every pouch has a certain number of 1 rupee coins, certain number of 1 rupee coins. Okay, and the minimum and the maximum amounts of the money among these 3 pouch and each of the 9 slots are given in the table. Okay, so this is the minimum and maximum. So first one is minimum, this is maximum. Okay, that's what I can understand, comprehend from here. For example, we know that the among the 3 pouch kept second column and the first row, second column and the first row is 3. So minimum and maximum is 6 and 8. Hopefully you understood this part. That's very easy to comprehend. Don't just judge by the diagram. It's just a different way of representation, but it's not that tough. It's very easy representation, and all of you can comprehend it. Just some simple common sense. Everything is explained over here, so you can just read it in one go. You'll be able to understand this information. This is the part of the information, and we have some more clues with us. So there are 9 pouch in any of the 3 columns. So there are 9. Of course, it is obvious they are 9 in rows as well as in columns as well as in rows. Okay, so it is known that the average amount of money kept in the 9 pouch in any column or any column or in any row is an integer. So average integer, that means there are 9 things and their average is integer, means their sum must be multiple of 9. So all these rows and columns will add up to 9's multiple, so it can be 9, 8 or 27, it could be 36, it could be 45, it could be 54. Need not to go ahead, इसी में से कुछ होगा because these numbers are too small. Most of the numbers will be 9, 18, 27, or hardly it could be 54 or 45 sometimes. That's it, because of that 20, just this 20. And if there is some more one number between 6 and 20 which will be greater, right? Okay, so good to go. One more clue we have. It is known that the average average is an integer. Then it is also known that the total number of money kept in the 3 pouch in the first column third row, this part is rupees 4. So this total is rupees 4, total sum. Okay, now look at this rows 3, this one. 1 is minimum, 2 is maximum, so this must be 1 1 2. That's what you can say. This can be equal. Okay, the minimum is 1, doesn't matter if there are 2 pouch, right? So one thing we are sure about, this is 1 1 2, and we have the 4 theta question. All these questions are typing the answers, जिसमें तुम्हें कोई भी answer option दिया नहीं, तुम्हें answers enter करने हैं. So this is the question I'll definitely recommend to do, because it will just take 3 to 4 minutes max to fill all this grid once you understand the logic, and you can easily get the answers, quickly put in the answer. You can do it. Must solve question, must do it in exam as well. ये करना ही चाहिए. ऐसे टाइप के क्वेश्चन करोगे तो ही कैट क्रैक हो सकता है definitely. And you'll every year you'll get the questions like this, not exactly the same but on the similar front, if you understand, able to comprehend the logic. Okay, chalo quickly let's write. We have 1 1 2. Now we can just fill the minimum and maximum number possible given over here. So 2 and 4. So यहाँ पे 2 minimum है, यहाँ पे 4 maximum है. So this third value can be 2, 3 or 4. Do not write all these possible values, just we'll keep one blank. Hopefully you understood this part. Okay, like here it is 3 minimum, maximum 5. So third can be 3, 4 or 5. Max to max 5, minimum 3. It can be between also. So we don't know this value, so let's keep it with a question mark. I'll not write anything here. So this is 6 and maximum 8. Then this is 1. 1 and maximum 1 means it has to be 1. Minimum 1, maximum 1. It cannot be 0. It cannot be greater than 1. So one thing is for sure, यहाँ पे तो सब जगह तीनों 1 हो गए. Hopefully you understood why I'm taking all 3 as 1. Okay, the next thing is we have 1 minimum, maximum 2. So this can be 1 or 2. Okay, let it be. Then here it is 1 3. This can be 1 2 or 3. Here it is 6 and 20. Minimum 6, maximum 20. So it can start from 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20, right? It can be anything from 6 to 20, the middle one. Okay, now about this, it is 2 and 5. So this can be anything from 2 3 4 5. Okay, now why I'm taking, मैंने ये क्यों लिखा, because सुनो, ये रो का तो addition 9s का multiple है, it should be multiple of 9. If we add this number 1 1 1 1 1, it's 4. Then let's not take this thing as of now. Okay, so 4 plus 3 is 7. plus 2 9 plus 5 14. So we have got it 14. So we know these numbers are too small, we cannot get simply directly 27 get to 27. So it is 14 plus something must be 9's multiple, that must be 18. So it must be 4. So this can be 1 3 or 2 2. But again we have two possibilities here, right? Now what you can do, we'll try to connect the similar front. If I take this column, look at this, just a trial and error. Okay, 1 plus 1, and this is 3, 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 3 17 plus 3 20. So it must be greater than 20, so it should be 27, right? So if I take 2 here, it will be 22 plus 5. So but this is minimum 6 and maximum 8, so this cannot be 5. So if it is not 5, it must be 6 and it must be 21. So to get the addition 21, it should not be 2, it should be 1. Here it is 1 and this should be definitely 6. Sorry, definitely 6. Yes, right. 21 plus 6 is 27. So that's what you can comprehend up till now. So we have got these two, this complete column and this complete row, we have got it. This must be 3 now because we want 1 plus 3 as 4. So I connected this way and solved it, right? Hopefully you understood this part. Now the next thing you can do is, let's try it for any of the column now or any of the row. Let's try it for row 2. 3 plus let's add it and quickly try to add it and get the multiple of 9. You'll definitely understand. 26 plus 3 is 29 plus 8 is 37. It's 37, that means this must be 45 or something. Okay, that's not a way to do. Okay, so we can try for row 1 if it is possible. 6 plus 6 plus 6, it will be 18 plus 6 or 26 plus 26 30. So we have got 30, so this must be 36 or 45. So 15 I can see hardly we can get 15. It's not possible because the numbers are so very small. So it must be 5. These two must add up to 5. So if we want addition 5, it can be 1 4 or it can be 2 3 3 2 4 1. These are the numbers we can add up to 5, but this cannot be greater than 4. So if 1 4 will not do, 1 here and 4 here will not do, 4 here and 1 there, it can be possible. 3 here, 2 here, that's the other possibility. 2 here, 3 here, that's also the possibility. Okay, let's try something else then. We can add this column as well. Even we have this column to add. We can go by the worst case. I want you to tackle it. Okay, so column 1, let's try this one. 1 plus 1 plus, also this is 4 plus 8 12 plus 6 18. So we need these two as multiple of 9, because 18 plus 9 must be 27 then. So we want this to be 27. So we can have here we can have 3 4 5, and here it can be 2 3 4. If I take 2, it cannot be 7. If I take 3, it cannot be possible to get 6. So for sure you understand this must be 4 and this must be 5. and you are through this puzzle if you got it up till now. So we have got all these three numbers, we have got all these three numbers, we have got all these three pouch, we have got these three completely, these three completely, these three completely. We are just left out this column, so we can go row wise now. We have not even a column, we have all these three values with us, just two cells out of the 3 by 3 grid. Okay, now let's try with the row 1 and row 2. So let's starting from row 2, I'll fix this one. So this is 13 plus 3 is 16 plus 26, that's 42. Now 42, this must be 3. So if it is 45, this must be 3. But the thing is, then this should also work. Okay, this should be 3. Or if it is 54, let's try with the possibility, that's the best way to do. So 42 plus this can be 12, right? 3 or 12. If somebody goes beyond that 63, it cannot be 21, that will exceed 20 then. So this has to be 3 or 12. Okay, now if we try with this column, 2, 3 and 5, it is 10, and here it is 4, 14 plus 26 is 40. So if you are trying with this must be 29, and this must be 10. 29 plus 10 is 39, plus 4 is 43. Let me quickly check. 4 plus 10, 14, plus 26 is 40. This is 43. So if you take 2 here, that's the one possibility. If it is 3 here, it is 2. Now we have to check this as well. So if let's see if it works. 4 plus 6 is 22, 20, this will be 30, and this will be 35. So this is not going to be done. So row 1 and row 2 you need to check simultaneously. So surely we understand this is not 3, this must be 12. And if it is 12, then if we add the numbers, 42, this must be 3, right? So this will be 9, this will be 10, and this will be, it's not possible again, just a minute. So if you take 26 plus 14, it will 42, so we'll require more number. Let's try this way. This is 10 and 10, 30 and this is 34, so it should be 2. Now it can be 2, right? If we add this number 1, 2, 3, that comes out to be 6. 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 12, 24, 24 plus 20, 44, and plus 10, it is 54. That's perfectly fine. So now we have got all those values. Now quickly come to the questions. What is the total amount of money in the 3 pouch kept in the first column, second row? Sorry, first column, second row. First column, second row. So this total is 30. How many pouch contain exactly 1 coin? So how many pouch were there which contain exactly 1 coin? So there is only 2 here. Here there are 5. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1 8. There are 8 points. What is the number of the slots for which the average amount of the rupees is integer? Okay, so that should be multiple of 3. So there are 9 slots basically. So 2 plus 4, this is not, 1 is gone, this is not, 2 is gone, this is there, 1 we got, this is not, this is there, this is not. So we have 2 up till now. This is not, this is not, this is not. Okay, so we have 2 which are multiple of 3, that is average will be integer. And the last one, the number of slots for which the total amount in its 3 pouch is strictly exceeds 10. Strictly exceeds 10. Strictly exceeds 10. So first thing we have to surely exceed 10. We don't need 10. We want strictly exceeds 10. So this one will do. This one will do. These 3 are strictly greater than 10. Hopefully there is no more. Yes, right. You need not to take 10. So that's the answer. Hopefully you understood this part. This one is really quite challenging to do, but of course this is doable. Let's go for the next set. Again an important set, and you can easily crack it. So this level of difficulty definitely comes in CAT. The first year students in the business school are split in 6 sections. 2009 business statistics course was taught in this 6 sections by A, B, C, D, E, F. You can just call it as A, B, C, D, E, F. All 6 sections had the common midterm and aid term, that is MT, ET, of 100 marks each. ET contained more questions than MT. MT and ET were prepared collectively by the 6 faculty members. Okay, then considering the MT and ET together, each of the faculty prepared the same number of questions. Okay, MT and ET had at least 4 questions that were worth 5 marks, means 4 questions of 5 marks. 3 questions of 10 marks. This comes out with 20, 30, and there were at least 2 questions. Not exactly, but at least. Okay, so that's 30 marks. So 30 plus 30, so 80 marks gone. So we have 20 marks with us. So for the 20 marks, there are possibilities. We can have 4 questions of 5, or 2 questions of 5, and 1 question of 10, or 2 questions of 10. That could not be also possible. Even it is possible 15 marks 1 question plus 5 marks 1 question. So there are 4 possibilities, I can say roughly. So we'll come to this again and we'll check how many the total possibilities will be there. So these are the questions and these are the hints we have. Okay, one more hint that we have is all 5 questions preceded the 10 marks question, and all 15-mark questions followed the 10-mark question. So what we can say, first thing, if it is the possibility 5 5 5, all 4 5 will come here, then we'll have 10 10 10, then we'll have 15 15. This is all the possibility. So after that we have 4 more possibilities. We can have all complete 5 5 5 for 20 marks. Let's cross it. This will be the last, 15 will be the last, 10 marks will be here. So we know for sure if it is 15-mark question, या तो 2 रहेंगे या तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 3 रहेंगे. तो अगर 15 मार्क्स के 2 ही क्वेश्चंस हैं तो हमारे पास पॉसिबिलिटीज क्या बनते हैं? 20 मार्क्स के लिए we can have 2 10s, right? That comes out to be 100. Or we can have one more 10. I meant to say 5 10s or 4 10s, then we'll add 2 5s here to decrease 1 10, and this remain 15 15. Or we have 15 15, this will be 10, this will be 10, this will be 10, there will be more 5s. Right. So in this category, let's count the questions later. Or the other option is 15 15 15, 10 10 10, and we can have 5 5 5 5 times. These are the possible ways, right? And we have this way hint with us. Okay, so now if you look at the total questions, let's have a look at the total questions. 4 5 and 2, there'll be 11 questions. Okay, so the same question will be pattern for MT and ET. Here the questions will be 6 plus 4 8, it will be 12. Here the total number of questions will be 4 plus 4 8 plus 3 11 plus 2 13. ET will have more questions and MT, that is the other different clue we have. And one of these pattern is followed for ET and the other is followed for MT. Then here we have 5 plus 3 8 plus 3 plus 3 6 plus 5 11. Okay, we cannot take both 11, we cannot take both 12. What we can follow, this total number of questions including 80 plus MT, that must be a multiple of 6 बिकॉज ये सारे क्वेश्चन 6 फैकल्टी ने बनाए हैं और सबने इक्वली क्वेश्चन डिवाइड किए हैं, तो टोटल क्वेश्चन MT और AT के टोटल क्वेश्चन मिला के 6 का मल्टीपल होना चाहिए. इफ यू ऐड दिस नंबर 11 plus 12 is 23, not a multiple of 6. 12 plus 13 multiple of it's not a multiple of 6. 13 plus 11 24. 13 plus 11 24. So for sure ET must be 34. Sorry, ET must be third question. And MT must be 11 question. That's what we can conclude. So this is not the case. Okay, to get the 11 question, let me check once. 1 2 3 4 5 3 8 plus 3 11. This is also 11, this is also 11. So MT must have 11 question, that is for sure, but 15 marks के कितने होंगे ये हमें नहीं पता. After that I'll just reduce this clues. We have got sufficient information up till now. So we sure the structure of ET is this for sure, and ET has 13 questions. Let's come to the clues. A prepared the 5th question of both MT and ET. Okay, what I'll do, I'll just erase all these possibilities. 11 we can get it later. Okay, so what our conclusion up till now is ET has 13 question and MT has 11 question. 11 question कैसे लाना है, that will decide later. Okay, so this is the conclusion. After that let's talk about ET and MT. I'll write the question numbers. ET will have 13 questions. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 13. Then MT will have 11 questions. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. Okay, so let's try this one. Any prepared, so total there were 20, means 13 plus 11, there were 24 questions, and 24 divided by 6 faculties, each faculty 4 questions each. That's what you can conclude. Then any prepared 5th question for both MT and ET. 5th question for both MT and ET. So this was prepared by Annie. This is also prepared by Annie. For MT, this question carried. Okay, let it be. Then Annie prepared one question for MT. Every other faculty member prepared more than one question. Means Annie prepared one, so we are left out with just 10 questions. So every other faculty must have more than one, means just the only possibility is 2 2 2 2 2, right? All the questions prepared by the faculty member prepared consecutively in MT as well as MT. So एनी का इसमें कोई नहीं आएगा, ये दोनों सेम होंगे, ये दोनों सेम होंगे, these two will remain same, these two will remain same, and these two will remain same. This is what you can conclude other 5 faculties about MD. And Annie must have 3 consecutive here because total 4 questions, so it could be 5, 6, 7 or 5, 3, 4 or 4, 5, 6. There are many possibilities for Annie. Okay, this is done. Chetan prepared the third question for both MD and E. So this is important. Chetan prepared third question for both MT and ET, means this must be Chetan. And if it is Chetan, Chetan के 2 हो गए, so 2 consecutive होने चाहिए Chetan के. Okay, we'll see later. Let's have a few more clues. And Isha prepared 8th question for both. Isha prepared 8th question for both. So here is Isha. So this must be Isha 2 times. Okay, so here everywhere there'll be 2 C's, 2 E's, because 2 C is gone, 2 E is gone, so here it must be 2 C's. And every other faculty, so we want a pair of 2's here for every other faculties and 3 for A's. So 3 for A's and pair of others, so we have to keep this for A's. Every other faculty will get a pair, consecutive pair. So this must be C, this must be E, these two must be same, these two must be same, and these two must be same. That's what we can conclude up till now. Hopefully you understood. And all these will be A, prepared by A. So A prepared these 4 questions, E prepared these 4 questions, C prepared these 4 questions. It's quite similar. Okay, let's come to the next clue. This is done. So F prepared the first question of MT and the last question of ET. F prepared the first question of MT and the last question of ET. So these two must be F, these two must be F. Dave prepared the last question of MT. Dave prepared the last question of MT and the first question of ET. These two must be Dave. So we have A, B. We just left out with B now, right? So these two must be B and these two must be. Hopefully all of you understood this part. This one is easy. The only one thing you need to understand, the total numbers were 24. Okay, so the second question of ET was prepared by, second question in ET was prepared by Dev. How many 5 marks question were how many 5 marks question were there in MT and ET combined? So if you look at this, MT and ET combined, 5 marks question. Okay, so for ET we surely know. Let's try it. We need to do it. We have one more clue. And he prepared the fifth question of both MT and ET. For MT, the question carried 5 marks. For MT, the question carried 5 marks. So this was the 5 mark question. Okay, but it has nothing to do with total. We need 100. So MT and ET, we know MT has 11 questions and ET has 30 questions. Okay, so for 13 questions there were possibilities like this: 5 5 5 complete, then 10 10 10, then 15. If you want 13 questions, so surely you'll require 5. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 plus 3 11 plus 2 13, right? If you want 11, what choice we have for 11? We can have 10 questions each. Here 2 15 15, 30 plus 30. I can take 5s. We need to keep at least 4 5s. It is 4 plus 3 plus 2, 9 done. We have 20 marks in our hand, and we have just 2 questions to get the 11 questions. So there is only one possibility, 10 and 10. Sorry, there's only one possibility: 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 1 2 3 4. 4 plus 5, 9 plus 2 11. So this is how I can get the 11 question, right? So number of 5 marks question will be definitely, it looks like this. Okay, the other way you can do is, we want 2 questions of 20 marks. So it may happen, listen, it looks simple, but the problem is you can take 2 questions of 10 10 each, right? Or what I can do is 10 10 10. There were 3 questions. I'll just take 1 question of 15 and 1 question of 5. This is also 5 plus 3, 8 plus 3 11, and we have 11 questions for, right? So this could be 4 or 5. So अगर हम यहाँ पे टोटल करके देखेंगे, the total will be 8 plus 4, 12 or 13. So it can be 12 or 13. So it should be cannot be determined. Hopefully you understood this part. Okay, the next one is, who prepared the 15 mark question for 15 mark question of MT? Now listen, who prepared the 15-mark question of MT. Just a minute, we have one more thing to do. Let me check once if it is 12 or 13. See, we'll check if we can decide the sequence. So if this is the case, the fifth question of MT will be 5 mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if this is the case, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth question of MT will be 10 mark. But we know the fifth question of MT was 5 mark. So that means we can skip this case. Yes, right. So this is not the case. And 5 plus 8 is 13 is the right answer here. Yes. And the question is, who prepared the 15 marks question for MT and AT? 15 marks question for MT and AT. And AT के last 2, MT के last 3. Last 2 of AT. F and DE. DE and F. Only DEF. That's answer of question. And this one, which of the following question did BT prepare in ET? In ET we need to take for B. In ET B is 10 and 11. Which of the following question did, okay, 10 और 11 दोनों में से कोई भी एक दिया है तो भी चलेगा. So answer is 10th. So hopefully you enjoyed this session and you understood, you built the approach properly. So go slow, that's perfectly fine, but try to comprehend the information and do it properly. Okay guys, so if you want to attend our special session on Unacademy, please go for downloading this learning app. If you are willing to go for the plus subscription, you can use my code Shyam1, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and join us on Telegram. Like, share, comment. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you'll be notified about live or complete live session that we conduct on YouTube as well as on the live sessions on Unacademy platform. That's it for the day guys.